Yo, how goes it, amigos? So, this is the 2K Q&A, which is now closer to the 6K Q&A. For those of you that don't know, I told people to submit questions for a Q&A what basically is like a month ago. So, I was originally supposed to do this the week after the 2K celebration thing, but obviously that didn't turn out too well because I'm awful at managing my time. I'm really good at getting busy in the really most inopportune moments, so thank life for that. But thank you guys for sticking with me, and we're already at 6K. Like, it's crazy that we've come so far in such a short amount of time. I'm not gonna have this video be like too overstated. I'm just kind of like wing it. I'm not like the master of vocabulary here, so try and bear with me. So before we get into the Q&A, we have a little bit of a channel update here. So if you guys have noticed already, I'm starting to do more stuff that, you know, I can do on my own. Like, I just did that Gallahorn review, and then I'm doing like Crucible challenges now and stuff. Whereas back when I started my channel, it was pretty much exclusively like machinimas and collaborations. I think it's kind of unfair that I can only give you guys like a video a week, which is something that I hate so much because I want to give you guys more content. But as of right now, I'm going to try and start doing more of that stuff. More of like the reviews, more of the challenges, more, you know, all of these, like me being whimsical and funny and just generally kind of dumb. Because that's fun. I can do that, you know, without too much hassle. I don't have to bother too many people about it. That's not saying that we're not going to do machinimas. Those are still going to come. It's just I can't guarantee you guys I'll have them as often as I do now, because unfortunately making ideas for machinimas is not very easy. So I mean, for those of you that have been here the whole time, I thank you guys so much. For those of you that subbed maybe like half an hour ago, you guys are equally appreciated. So thank you guys for being here. Let's stop listening to me being a baby and let's get into the first question. Our first question is from Mr. Fruits. I don't know who that guy is, but he sounds kind of lame. What's your spirit animal? I'm a kiwi. I get it, because he's a kiwi, and it's like, and his name's Mr. Fruit, and the animal's a kiwi. So funny. All right, so I don't really have like a spirit animal. I like penguins. Those are cool, but I feel like that's a cop-out answer to say that my spirit animal is a penguin because I like penguins. My first choice was probably going to be a koi fish, because in general, a koi fish is something that represents, you know, wealth and prosperity, while at the same time appreciating all the things that like made you who you are as a person as you're going through life. And I always like that concept of like, of the fact that, you know, as we go through life, we're all these different people, and we're never the same person from year to year to year. And the fact that you go through all this stuff and you're still here today is awesome. So that's what a koi fish represented to me. And that's what my original answer was. However, it's kind of weird to like choose your spirit animal to me personally, so I went with a spirit animal quiz, and apparently I got an owl, so I guess my spirit animal is an owl. It's a bird, whatever. According to the spirit animal profile, which I'm sure is completely accurate and not written by some chick in her 30s, the owl spirit animal is emblematic of a deep connection with wisdom and intuitive knowledge. If you have the owl as a totem or power animal, you're likely to have the ability to see what's usually hidden to most. When the spirit of the animal guides you, you can see the true reality and see beyond illusion and deceit. So I'm basically Daredevil, except I'm not blind, which is pretty badass, quite honestly. So whatever, that interesting, I guess. So, next question from GG Guardian. Do you watch anime? I actually do watch some anime. I used to be really big in anime, but I'm not really as big in it anymore. Right now, I'm actually getting into Tokyo Ghoul, which is a really cool show. I've only watched like the first 3 episodes, but I'm really, really excited to get going with that. The opening music is like crazy. I've never heard anime opening music as good as that. But as a kid, I would always watch a lot of anime. I would watch like Rurouni Kenshin, Ghost in the Shell. I loved Ghost in the Shell, and obviously, what was that one show called? Space Bebop, Cowboy, whatever. That show was awesome too. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorites. But my favorite of all time definitely has to be Fooly Cooly. I love everything about Fooly Cooly. I love the music. I love everything about Fooly Cooly is awesome. So as far as new anime go, I don't really watch a whole lot of new anime. I did watch Attack on Titan a little bit, but right now I'm starting Tokyo Ghoul, and I'm really excited on that. So, alright, so this one is technically answering multiple questions, and the general question is about Twitch and about streaming. One of them was, why have you stopped streaming? Do you miss streaming? When are you going to start streaming again? And the answer is, I don't know when I'm going to start streaming again. I don't know if I'm going to start streaming again anytime soon. I love Twitch streaming. I love hanging out with people. Actually, that's how I got started on YouTube, I think, to such a pretty okay degree. I actually started off YouTube with a pretty good amount of subs. I think like I had a solid like 400, 500 subs from, you know, telling them to go from my Twitch to my YouTube. So I didn't like have a very hard buffer when I started YouTube, I think. So I was very lucky because of that. But for those of you that aren't familiar with my Twitch stream, I started streaming on Twitch more than a year ago. And I tried doing that for about a year. And it's not like I wasn't successful, I just felt like I wasn't going to go anywhere if I stayed doing Twitch. And, you know, doing YouTube and Twitch is something I want to eventually do as more than just a hobby in the future. And the way Twitch was working, I didn't have a whole lot of time to stream. I would have maybe 4 hours a day to stream, and I would stream 4 hours a day most days. But as far as the state of Twitch right now, I wouldn't have been able to make it. So, will I start streaming again? I think definitely, because I love streaming. Will I start streaming again in the future? I think I'm probably going to stream the Trials of Osiris thing, because me and VersusTheStream are going to be doing... We're going to be going hardcore on Trials, because I really want Fate of All Fools. So at that point, I'm probably going to start streaming for that weekend, but I'm not going to do like long streams anymore. I'm not gonna like schedule them because I just don't have the time to schedule them with all the time I'm trying to put into YouTube, which I can barely manage on my own right now. But all that Twitch committee, I still love you guys, by the way. And yes, I love Twitch streaming, so don't think I quit because I didn't like it. I love Twitch streaming so much. What made you decide to do YouTube by the Sibone? I would say two things. One thing, I noticed a lot of people were succeeding on Destiny on YouTube, more so than they were on Twitch. And that's the reason why I came here, is because it seemed like the community was so like welcome and nice, and obviously proof that they are, because I'm already very far on YouTube, which I'm very blessed to be this far. Yeah, the Destiny community seemed amazing, and I wanted to be a part of it. And two, because I stopped streaming on Twitch, and a month in of, you know, slowing down streaming, I realized, you know, I still want to do like this whole content creation thing, or quote-unquote content creation. So I don't really do a whole lot with my free time other than make YouTube videos now. And if I didn't have that, then I probably would still be trying to do Twitch, you know. So I love doing this. I love trying to entertain people, at least to a little bit of a degree. So that's why I went to YouTube, because I love doing this. Alright, so how long have you been doing YouTube, and what are your YouTube aspirations? From Jackson Mackey. I've started this YouTube about 8-9-ish months ago. But I've only been doing this whole Destiny YouTube thing for like about 2.5, I think. So we've gotten really far in a short amount of time, and I can't thank you guys enough for that. But what are my YouTube aspirations? I want YouTube to eventually be something that maybe I do as a career, as opposed to just being a hobby. We've done, you know, amazingly, and we have such amazing people as, you know, parts of this community. And the Destiny community in general has been so incredibly supportive, so my aspiration is to you know, be a much bigger figure in the Destiny community, or be more well known, because I want to meet people. I want to meet these awesome people that I've watched videos of. And I also want this to, hopefully, this YouTube thing to be more than just Destiny, and more than just a hobby. So yeah, that's basically it. You put a lot of quality into your videos despite having few subscribers. What keeps you motivated? By Aaron Small. It's funny because this was supposed to be a 2K video, as I told you guys, and back then I said I don't have a whole lot of subscribers, but I'm going to do this Q&A video anyway. And now we're at almost 6,000, so I spoke a little too soon there. But regardless, what keeps you motivated? I honestly have to say, the amount of success, like we've gotten so far in such a short amount of time, and just like that high that I get from getting really far has made me want to do it more and more and more. And the reason that success makes me want to do it more is obviously because of you guys. I know it, I know as a person who's like from the outside looking in on someone's videos, you probably, sometimes you feel like your comments might not mean anything, but when you guys comment, I read every comment that comes through my channel, and I might not be able to reply to all of them, but all the positivity that you guys give me from channel to video to video just makes me like that. That's what keeps me going at the end of the day. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days. Whatever day it is, when I read you guys' comments and I read what you guys have to say and I read that you guys really enjoy my videos, those are the moments that like make me feel like I'm doing something right and make me feel awesome. So that's what keeps me motivated. So probably the most popular question that was asked: how do you know Mr. Fruit and Rhabby? How long have you known Mr. Fruit and Rhabby? Well, I have known Fruit and Rhabby I've known Fruit for more than, I guess, like 3.5-ish months, right? I don't even know. And I've only known Rhabby about 2 months, ever since we started the Dream Team videos. I met Fruit back when we had about 10,000 followers on YouTube, I think. Subscribers. And I pretty much told him, I contacted him on Twitter and I said, if you ever need someone to do like graphics or, video stuff or illustrations, if you ever need help with any of that, let me know and I'll do my best to help you out. And from there, just, I guess we talked. I did some stuff for him. And then, I don't know, from there we just became friends. Like, it wasn't like it's like a pelican came from the sky and was like, oh my god, it's Mr. Fruit. It wasn't like Mr. Fruit came from the heavens and said, Blue Westlow, I notice you, and now you will be in the Dream Team videos. I have chosen you to be the master of time and no, it wasn't. We just became friends from me, telling him I'd help him out with stuff. And then we one day he pretty much just told me, hey, like, do you want to record something tonight? And I was like, okay, sure. And then from there I met Rhabby, and then obviously that's how the Dream Team happened. Woo! So exciting, behind the scenes stuff. Okay, so next video question. As you can tell, I'm not exactly quick on the draw with vocabulary, like when I'm like in Q&A mode. So a lot of people ask this one: are there any other games you think you're ever going to post on your channel? What are you going to play after you play Destiny? So I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going to do after Destiny. I don't know if there's going to be after Destiny. Like, if Bungie keeps supporting this game, then I might be doing this for a very, very long time. And am I thinking of playing other games on the channel? Well, that's pretty much completely dependent on like what my friends are going to play. I want to start playing other games. I want to start uploading new things. I don't know what I'm going to upload, but I don't think I'm going to be like as dedicated to another game as I am Destiny. I would love to be like a variety YouTuber at some point, like, I don't know, like Gassy or Gassy Mexican or CNanners or any of those awesome YouTubers that just do whatever they want. Ideally, that's what I want to do at some point. I'd just be that kind of YouTuber that can just do whatever he wants and people don't care. So I don't really have like a plan, to be honest. Right now I really like Destiny. This is all I play is really Destiny. So for the time being, Destiny. What is your favorite video game of all time from Fruity 2001 Gaming and Joe Z Games? My favorite of all time definitely has to be Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and in general, my favorite series is definitely Metal Gear Solid. I've always loved Metal Gear Solid. When I grew up, when I was growing up, I loved Metal Gear Solid. I've always loved Metal Gear Solid. And when Metal Gear Solid 4 came out, that was the first game I ever bought on my PS3. And as a kid, going from PS2 to PS3, it was like, mind-blowing. Like, I could not handle how awesome everything was. Like, the animations were so much more complex. The graphics were ridiculous. The cutscenes are super cheesy now, but like back then it was like, oh my god, Metal Gear Solid. And just the story of Metal Gear Solid 4 was so amazing, and Metal Gear Solid 4 is my favorite game of all time. And if you have not played Metal Gear Solid 4, you need to do yourself a favor and play it. And if you've never played the Metal Gear Solid series, you need to do yourself a favor and remedy that right now. How many drops does it take to get into your box? Versus the stream. What are you doing? What are you doing, Versus? You gonna ask me that question? The answer is 0 drops. BB. I need to ask, what's up with the Michael Cera reference? Are you his lost twin brother? Lol. TK says, yeah. Okay, so I made the Michael Cera reference in the original like Q&A announcement video because everybody non-stop tells me that I sound like Michael Cera, and I guess I do, like, but I don't get it. Like, when I hear him, I don't get like the correlation, but everyone seems to think I sound like him, so that's, I'm not mad at that. That's just is what it is. But yeah, every video I go to, Blue sounds like Michael Cera. Blue, are you Michael Cera? Is that Michael Cera? Yes, guys, I'm Michael Cera. What's the first gun you're upgrading when House of Wolves comes out? Ooh, I would have to... That's a really good question. Jesus Christ. I'm probably gonna have to say I'm probably gonna go Gallahorn. I don't wanna. That's the question. That's what everyone expects me to say, but I'm gonna have to go Gallahorn. Gallahorn is just so useful in every part of the game that you'd be crazy not to, if you had Gallahorn, max it out as soon as you possibly could. Quite honestly, if not the Gallahorn, then probably my multi-tool, because I love the Mighty multi-tool. It's my favorite exotic. I just love everything about the multi-tool. It's so much fun to use. I would upgrade my multi-tool purely because it's my favorite. Can I have a hug? You can have a hug anytime you want, Caleb. Would you rather be an ostrich, a goat, or a retarded fly that can't fly through the window/door and keeps running into the glass and being dumb? Huh, that's a good question. Ostriches are pretty badass. I'd probably be an ostrich. No. I would be a goat. Dude, goats are... Why did I not answer goat? What is wrong with... Goats are amazing. I love goats. They're awesome. They're so cool. Like, I can't deal with how cool goats are. Can I change my answer from koi fish to goat? Why am I freaking out? I'm like doing like this huge like fan thing over goat. Look, goats are badass. They've got horns and shit. Though that goats are awesome, alright? Like, if you don't like goats, something's wrong with you. Who is your favorite Norwegian YouTuber? LittleBigOkey. Okey, you know that answer is you. Okay. Guys, by the way, if you haven't checked out LittleBigOkey's channel, he is an awesome YouTuber. He's also been extremely supportive of my channel. The same for VersusTheStream, by the way. Versus in all my videos. I can't believe I didn't answer that. Or I can't believe I didn't like reference that. But yes, check out Okey, check out Versus, check out everyone I'm gonna link in the description. They're awesome people, by the way. But yes, Okey, you know my favorite Norwegian YouTuber is you. I mean, you're the only Norwegian YouTuber I know. But regardless, if I saw any other Norwegian YouTubers, you would still be my favorite, Okey. Will you butter my walrus from J-Dog? Give me a time and place and I'll be there. Do you Felisha or nah, Kappa? Hooli, get out of here. Leave. Hooli, please. Who doesn't Felisha, okay? May I smack your booty from Oscar Ramos? Oscar, you don't have to ask that question. You can come over right now and you could smack my booty. And then maybe I'll smack your booty. Maybe we'll smack each other's booty. Maybe we'll invite people to smack each other's booty. We can have a booty smacking party. Whatever you want. Whatever you want, Oscar. Alright, so last question. I think this is probably the most important question. Do you want to play with me? Game Jolts. So yes, I would love to play with you guys. I want to play with you guys more. I recently did, you know, a thing where I played with everyone when I did the Ball of Glass thing, where if you guys wanted to help me with, you know, filming the machinima. And yes, that was awesome. That was very fun. And I would love to, you know, play more with you guys. So please, guys, add me on PSN. My PSN is Blue Westlow. You have a much higher chance of getting added by me if you actually send me a message on PSN, because that shows me that you really, really want to be my friend. But yes, I want to play with you guys more. And don't be shy when you play with me. You know, I'm a very chill guy. Obviously, by this Q&A, I'm not like as like crazy energetic as I am in like Dream Team or in my videos, and that's because I can't be energetic 100% of the time. Actually, it's like 12 in the morning right now as I'm recording this, so I'm probably a little more tired than I am hyper. But regardless, I'm very chill, guys. If you ever want to play with me, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, be yourself. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm chill. You're chill. We're all chill. It's awesome. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for submitting your questions. Hopefully, I didn't make an ass of myself. But I'm sure I said plenty of you know and uhs throughout this, because I am awful at the skill set of vocabulary and language. But again, guys, thank you so much. Thanks to everyone who has been able to get us this far. I mean, obviously, Fruit and Versus and Lead and PlanetDestiny, by the way. These guys have been supportive for me since before anyone knew about me. Those guys are amazing. And who else? I'm forgetting a million people, quite honestly. But everyone who's been supportive, and you guys in the comment section watching this video, thank you guys so much for getting me this far. I want to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing my best to do this. And you guys have just been so awesome, and I can't tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys being here, watching this video, watching any of my videos. I can't thank you guys enough for all of that. Sorry if I couldn't answer your question. That's I wish I could answer more, but I have to cut off the Q&A at some point for my sanity. But guys, next time I do this Q&A, hopefully I'll have myself a little more put together. But yeah, you guys are all incredibly beautiful people. I can't tell you guys how much I love you, how much you guys mean to me. But know that each and every one of you are beautiful souls. And don't ever forget that, guys. But alright, guys, I will see you next video. Peace!